Welcome back to Kiba Live. I'm your host, William Lee, podcaster, podcast producer, and the founder of the Kiba Agency for Digital Marketing. You know, some time ago, we were at the home of Bill and Gail, who are B&G sponsored events. And we had an opportunity to sit down, have a cup of coffee, and discuss the actual workings of what goes on in planning a big event for the craft people. It's a lot of planning. So pull up a chair, let us pour you a cup of coffee, and let's go back and discuss what goes on behind the scenes when we plan a big event of this type. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back. Really excited. We're back with Bill and Gail from B&G Sponsored Events, and today I want to take time to have a conversation with Gail and Bill about how B&G got started and how you two have actually built such a wonderful event. I think it'll be kind of exciting to hear. So, Gail, go ahead and let's start with the beginning of what gave you an idea besides the normal stuff. What really inspired you to start this?
Well, it's funny, funny thing is, we never started out to be hosting as many events as we did. We started out doing one a year, and that's all we ever did was one a year, and we were happy with that. Well, then our church closed its doors, and they let's give a going away more or less one.
Oh.
So it's two a year. That was enough. 2 years is fine. Then we met somebody.
And now it's how many a year?
And that somebody said, you can do one a month.
One a month.
Sure we can. So now I think we're up to 7. And B&G, we have B&G Crafts. And so we just took from B&G Crafts to B&G Sponsored Events. We have been doing this 9 years. It'll be 10 years in December.
10 years in December.
10 years in December. But as far as doing multiple ones, I think we've been doing that, 4 years?
So you actually promote other shows besides your own and work on other shows besides your own?
Occasionally.
I noticed how the room went silent, you know. I could hear a pin drop for a moment. Well, that's great. So when you started out doing this, let me ask you the question, Bill. When you started out doing this, what was your fascination? What part of the show did you really like to work on? What was your...
That was the crazy part. I was totally happy with selling for B&G Crafts.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, we were going to one show, and the promoter left.
Mm.
And we were asked if we would mind taking over. Well, I still like the selling part, but I also enjoy the work of getting everything going.
Getting it all set up.
Right. It can get frustrating. It can sometimes be very confusing on what's going where. But so far, it's always worked out.
And you've got a great venue over there at mt-Tahoma-School.
Oh, yeah, a real great one. We're loving it. We haven't managed to fill it to its seams yet.
Uh-huh.
Because I figure we could probably get 100 vendors in there.
100 vendors under one roof.
Yeah. With
a lot of room for the customers to be able to bring the family down, wander through, and not be in a congested event at all.
And so far, I've got it set up so that we can get 81. And we're working on getting there.
We're going to get in there. Now, the next show, Gail, is especially kind of exciting because, first of all, it's summer. And second of all, who's your special guest?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Our summer Santa Claus.
Your summer Santa Claus.
He's coming out straight off of vacation just to spend the day with us.
We had a problem there, though. He was on vacation, and we sort of kidnapped him.
Oh, I see. So now we have a collaboration of kidnapping Santa Claus in summer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. And what is Santa's special occasion or attraction going to be at your show? Because I understand you got kind of something else, a little special there going on.
Well, it depends on which special thing you're talking about. We got quite a few special things going on.
Well, go ahead and can you elaborate on any of the secret stuff that we're gonna see?
Okay, it doesn't matter your age, 0 to 99 or older than dirt. Yeah. He will take a picture with you.
Oh, well, that's me and my dinosaur.
Oh, no, I'm glad you said you and your dinosaur. Bring your dinosaur.
I'll bring the dinosaur.
We're going to have 2 stations out there.
Uh-huh.
Because you cannot have animals in the school unless they're service animals.
I see.
So there'll be a station right outside the door and one right inside the doors because, taking the camera back and forth. And so he will take with animals and humans outside, but only humans on the
inside.
Yeah.
So that leaves me out on both, inside and out. I'm not a service animal or human, so that throws me out of that category. It'll be great to see Santa in the middle of summer.
The other thing is, our particular Santa,
Yes.
he's a real sweetheart. He doesn't care if you're an adult or a kid. If you look like you're even going to hesitate a little bit, you're going to end up on his lap.
Oh, I see. Okay. So.
And he has presents for all the kids.
Oh, he has presents for the kids.
Yes.
Well, that's going to be kind of exciting.
Yes. And we, B&G, have presents for all the customers.
For all the customers, are going to have presents. Now, this time, this show is also unique because, besides Santa's going to be there, you're going to have some really great people there, like the Kiva Agency doing podcasts, of course.
We love them.
Oh, you love them?
Yes,
Good.
we love them.
And my good friend from Mad Dog Grill.
Yes, he got hold of me last night. He is coming.
He's coming. Wonderful.
Yes.
Because I would have to get upset not getting my hot dog. That would be a very upsetting thing to have happen.
It was right at the very last moment because he has to leave early.
Oh, he has to leave
And he
early.
knows that the rules are you're supposed to stay to the end.
Uh-huh.
But because of,
Prior commitments.
people tell us, we can work around things like that. And so he's going to be there. And I asked him to bring the coffee pot
Oh, good.
because
Coffee will be
our
on.
coffee people won't be here this time.
Uh-huh.
In fact, they won't be back until winter time.
Oh,
Because now they're being a food truck, all that, they're
Well,
all booked up.
a lot of events going on for food trucks, especially in the summer months.
Yes. But they said they were very happy there and they will be back.
Well, that's wonderful. So how many vendors do you think this year or this Santa Claus? Now, this is an unusual show. First of all, let me ask you the question. Is this going to occur again next year, too? Are you going to try to bring Santa Claus as a beat the shoppers thing again next year?
My goal is, if this works out as well as we think it's going to work out,
Mm-hmm.
that next year this time you will see second annual Halfway to Christmas.
Second annual. Okay. And Santa Claus will be there again.
And we will definitely have it booked as close to the 25th of June as possible.
As possible. That sounds great. What, Bill, you had something to say about Santa. Go ahead there.
Well, he's turned out to be quite agreeable. He's willing to work with us.
Oh.
The only stipulation is we have to sort of make it a Christmas throughout our show.
Oh.
Our vendors can bring their regular goods, but they're also encouraged to bring Christmas
Good
for our
choice.
customers.
Well, that'll be interesting, too. So it'll be like a winter wonderland when you walk in the
Right.
front door.
I just wish we could get in the night before to set up so we could decorate more. Because we can't get into that morning. It's going to be decorated as much as we can get done with as much help as we've got. We are planning on putting up at least one tree, which will be quickly decorated. And we're going to try to get the reindeer from out upstairs. And if we can't get it, we're going to get Santa Claus to come down and his reindeer, he can help get them down.
Oh, okay. Well,
If we're storing them for me, we're taking care of feeding them and all stuff. Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask if Rudolph was going to be there, but I didn't think I'd make an issue out of that at all. So, besides all the vendors, now let's talk about some of the vendors. I know you've done shows in the past, and a lot of your vendors come back again and again, which is wonderful. We're going to have jewelry vendors, is that correct? And kind of give us a
Yes.
list of the type of vendors that'll be there.
LuLaRoe with clothing. And they're not the only ones with clothing. We have plenty of jewelry people. We have our man with the guitars again.
Oh, good.
Yes, Patrick's coming back.
Patrick's coming back.
Patrick's
Very
coming
interesting.
back. God, I do this off the top of my head. It's like, oh my gosh, my list is over in the room, and I'm here. Oh, wow.
That's why I do this to conversations, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So-
we have about 57 at the moment.
57 at the moment.
And they're still coming in.
We have, I'm pretty sure you've got Master, the one with the cooking stuff. What do you call
You mean
it?
Bruce?
No. The
Pampered Chef.
Pampered Chef.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm
Pampered
sure
Chef will be there. It will be a different gal this time.
Wonderful. We'll have different types of cosmetics there, of course.
Kristen with Miriam, your friend.
She's a kid.
She didn't know she was going to be able to be back until just because she sent me a note that she didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And she sent one just the other day. I'm there.
Wonderful. She is great. It's good to come down.
Oh,
She
Gloria will be there.
Gloria?
She's the one who has the Bull Buddies that she was right catty corner across from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Tammy's tutus will be there.
Tammy's tutus.
Yes.
So-
and two moms we can't do without Agnes and Dora.
Oh, very good.
They'll be there.
They're interesting people for
Yes,
sure.
they get me thinking. You know, just think
Well, yeah, it takes a little time. I understand that.
Gosh, I'm put on the spot for remembering names. The gal who does the candy creation basket things. Kajimi. Please forgive me if you hear this.
Yeah, well, it's so interesting because you've got so many vendors and different types, and it'll be fun for everybody. Now you're going also, I understand, setting up a kid corner.
That just hit my yes. We're gonna have a kids play area.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a babysitting area. People can leave their kids there while they'll do the shopping or whatever, but they're not gonna leave them there and run down the street to go out to lunch or to visit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be games there, of course, and we have special prizes. There's 3 games. The children can win up to 3 prizes only.
Okay.
But they can play the games as many times as they want. And my plan is to try to get out the store and get maybe some Tootsie Rolls or something, or something that they would get a little something every time they play, just to
keeping them busy.
Yeah.
And put them on a sugar high so when they get in the car and go home.
Mom, did you get it for me?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll give them pencils.
That way they'd be sticking each other and having lead poisoning before they go home.
Okay, maybe I'll give them pennies.
Well, okay,
Nickels,
that might work.
dimes,
Yeah, you never can tell. So what we're looking at this time is a little bit of a different show because you've got Santa Claus there. You've got several different vendors there. From clothing to jewelry to pots and pans, pictures, cards, you name it's going to be there. Under a beautiful roof, a great location. You can park up in the front door, jump on Santa's lap there, get a picture taken, bring Bowser with you, and Santa will take a picture with him too. And all this excitement going on at the Mt-Tahoma High School. Okay, the show starts at 10 o'clock?
Yes.
And runs until?
5.
Until 5. So if you have an opportunity, this Saturday is the place to be, Mt-Tahoma High School.
The other thing is we're having a booth decoration contest.
Oh, a booth decoration. I didn't know that.
You told me you read your newsletter.
Well, I did. And words just fall from the microphone onto the floor.
We're going to have 3 categories. Vendor's favorite, customer's favorite, coordinator's favorite, and then the 4th category is going to be the overall.
Overall, wow.
The overall winner will win a certificate for a free booth at a future event.
Well, that's fantastic.
The other categories will win something off the prize table.
Well, that's great.
We don't always have the prize table. It can be anything.
And you're going to be, Snack Attack's going to be there, of course.
Snack Attack is going to be there, but Bill and I will not be running it.
Oh.
My daughter's family is going to run it for you.
That's great, too. And I understand your daughter's going to be there for New York Life.
Yes.
This is really something I'd like to bring out in the show. It is so important nowadays to have kids with some sort of ID for the folks. You read about it on the papers, children disappearing or horrible things happening, and we pray that it doesn't happen to anybody's kids. But this is an opportunity, and I understand she's doing it for adults, too, where they're actually coming up with a file system and a card. So if something does come up, they can ID and get things rolling right away. And I think that's a great thing. And it's a free service, I understand, of New York Life.
Yes. I'm glad you brought up the adults because, we hear about the children, but how often lately have we heard about an older person wandering away from wherever?
Well, unfortunately, quite a few.
Yeah. So I'm glad she told me they were doing adults also now.
So that's wonderful. So I can't tell you any more excitement than be there. I mean, this is great for the kids. It's great for the whole family. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Gail, it's always fun to come down and have a little coffee. We just sit around the table here and discuss what's happening to the show and where your goals are for the next one. So we look forward to visiting with you again.
Do you know the next one's only 2 weeks away from this one?
Oh, no, I forgot. Yes. Go ahead and tell us the title of that show, which will also be at Mt-Tahoma High School.
On July 7th, it's going to be called Celebrate America.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done a whole lot of planning what we're going to be doing with it because I was thinking, I have a whole month to do. So now the brain is just starting thinking, what kind of fun things we're going to do. I have some things in the back of my mind, but they're sitting just forming, they're boiling, It's like, get through this one first.
So this show is to celebrate America, and also I would assume that it's also tied into thanking our military for the service.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely. The only reason I didn't bring that up because my brain went, I was thinking, oh wait, isn't November Veterans Day? Veterans Day is when we do the special drawing